started at I started at PB in 2017 until 2010. Okay, I'm Karunaja binti Marif. My nickname or my pen name is actually Anarif. Okay, I have two pen name actually because I wrote two genres. Okay, ada genre mainstream, ada juga genre fantasy. Okay, fantasy ni yang comel ni lah. Ni macam komik ni kan. Okay, so I have two pen name actually. Okay, so before I start, I think most of you mungkin dah aware lah. Okay, I'm also a lecturer here. My current position is actually head of student record and services. Okay, but I'm also the English lecturer here. So I've been at this college for like 6 years. Okay, but I started writing way before. So later I will go into my history lah. Okay, sebenarnya when I was asked by Encik Elias to give this talk, this sharing session, I don't actually think that I should give a lecture, right? So this is actually a sharing session. So for me to share, I think it's just fair untuk I cerita juga lah how come I start menulis dan sebagainya kan, because there's always the story to everything lah kan, dia ada back story dia. Okay, kenapa I start menulis dan sebagainya, and kenapa juga my last novel was in 2017, which is this one and also this one. Okay, dah 3 tahun sebenarnya seminggu tak ada novel baru kan, tapi kita akan get to that juga lah. Okay, alright. The main objective for this sharing session is actually for me to share how can we actually make money, okay, using creative writing. Okay, but as all you know kan, as we all know, we know that language is actually a very vast field, very vast area where you ada terlalu banyak pekerjaan yang you boleh pergi sebenarnya, yang you boleh buat. You can go into editing, you can go into translation, you can go into proofreading, you can go into subtitling, you can go into like me writing, okay, creative writing. You can also go into teaching, you can also go into corporate communication, you can also go into journalism, okay, and everything. Okay, but we are talking about that as maybe as the full-time work, okay, or full-time job. Okay, so now how do we actually make side income daripada all the occupations yang I sebutkan tadi? Okay, actually making side income as a language student kan, this actually started for me daripada I belajar dulu pun, okay, from my study also. During my study kan, okay, we are language students. Okay, if you ask me, as a language student, what can you do? I mean, what can you do to get extra income? Okay, if you are talking about, okay, because I think it's not fair untuk I cakap that I just do this one, that I just do novels. No, I don't just do novels. I have other things that I did during my study that actually add to my, you know, allowance. You know, as a student kan, kita tak ada income, so kita mungkin allowance lah kan. Okay, because I have my PTTN during that time, I have my scholarship also, but other than that, I also have my other side income lah, okay, yang I buat. So I didn't actually start with perangan dan menulis ni, okay, because this one actually it is not that lucrative, okay, it is not that stable as a side income job, because it really depends on the market. Okay, it really depends on the market, on the situation during that time, and many other factors that affect the sales actually. Okay, aside from sama ada cerita ini menarik atau tidak, kan? Okay, aside from that lah. Okay, kita cakap mengenai the general factor. Okay, but when I was a student, if you ask me about side income, there are many things that you can do sebenarnya. Tapi I understand if you see that as a student and even as a language student, not all language students or not all language students have the, you know, the ability to promote dia punya diri, okay, sebagai seorang editor ke, sebagai seorang translator ke, sebagai seorang proofreader even during study. Sebab apa? Sebab kita pun tak confident, betul tak? we also don't have the confidence to, you know, to promote ourselves, untuk buat kerja-kerja macam tu, untuk proofread, untuk edit, untuk translate whatsoever. Okay, I also started very slowly in this area. Okay, but during my study, I had the opportunity to be the proofreader untuk certain final project by other program punya students lah, other courses macam I pernah buat untuk I think I had this one thesis, okay, one project, I think maybe one set of proposal by student from architecture. Okay, masa tu lah. So I had that moment, I had that time during my study, when I was a degree student kan. Yang I buat kerja proofreading untuk thesis student program lain. Okay, so it's actually not something yang mengkayakan you. It will not make you kaya pun, tapi it will give you something. Okay, I got like 200 one paper macam tu kan. Kalau you minta I sekarang, I tak charge dah 200 kan. Memang dah naik lah. Sebab I pun dah tak ada masa nak buat benda-benda macam tu. But during that time, okay, kalau you tanya I pasal side income as a student, okay, I started as that. Okay, I buat proofreading for thesis for students from other programs. Okay, I did that. Okay, I did that and I had that moment lah. Okay, I had that phase yang I jadi proofreader, jadi editor dan sebagainya. Okay, so that is one thing that you can start doing lah. Okay, for me, okay, you as a student, as a language student, macam I cakap tadi, this is a very vast area, very vast field where, because you can work as anything you want as long as this involves language. Betul tak? Tak kira lah Malay ke BM ke, as long as this involves language. If your expertise is in Arabic even, okay, I think it's going to be more lucrative for you kalau you start looking for kerja part time untuk edit orang punya, you know, untuk jadi translator kepada Arabic students ke foreigners whatsoever. It's just how you get the promotion. It's just how you do the promotion to promote yourself as one of the beginners, the novice editors in that area. Okay, during our time, we don't have Facebook. We didn't have that. Okay, we had Facebook in 2009, but it was not used as a tool to promote ourselves. Okay, so it was not that, you know, not that competitive. Okay, so I think kalau you tanya I sekarang, students nowadays, if you are, because we have Arabic, right? I think Encik Elias tolong betulkan I kalau I salah, tapi I think we have Arabic as we are as one of our fields sekarang dekat APP, betul?
Ya, betul.
Arabic, right? Okay. So for me, even that very focused punya study kan, you adalah one of the pelapis, you know, one of the catalysts, one of the very few that will be someone yang sangat expert, okay, that will be an expert in that area. So I think it's best for you to start promoting yourself from now as an editor or as a proofreader in that language. Because I learned Arabic, of course. I was from, you know, SMKA and also Sekolah Agama Rakyat. Tetapi I'm not confident in my Arabic. I'm always confident in English, but I'm also confident in Malay. Okay. Tapi for me, kalau you kata kalau you cakap dengan I pasal side income for student, I don't ask you to write this. I will not tell you, okay, you have to start writing this, promote this, whatever. No, this is not the only way for you. Okay, the best way for you to start and establish yourself as someone, as an expert in that language is by starting to do editing, starting to do proofreading, starting to promote yourself as a language student in that language. If you are an Arabic student, yes, Arabic. Why not? Okay, because whatever language, there is always a base of users. Okay, in that area. If you are able to land yourself in a group of people yang professionals, okay, for example like maybe engineers or whatever kan, maybe you will think, alah, orang tak perlukan Arabic lah, maybe you will think that way, but you will never know. Okay, because as far as I'm concerned, there is always Arabic punya people, meaning that people that use Arabic as their main language or mother tongue, yang akan datang ke ITBM, Institut Terjemahan Buku Negara, Buku Malaysia, to translate their documents. I know that because I used to do my intern at ITBM. I used to do when in 2010 I did my internship there, okay, for 3 months. Okay, so I know that they receive documents in all kinds of languages because they are Institut Terjemahan Buku Malaysia, kan. So that they have that expertise yang boleh buat translation dan sebagainya. So I know that. Okay. So kalau you bertanya mengenai side income for students, okay, I don't recommend you straight away going into this. Okay, you can start doing this, but the effort will be fruitful not now. Okay, the fruit will be seen not in the near years. Okay, maybe like in 3 to 4 years. Okay, because even me now, even I pun tak rasa macam mana kata this is my side income. Yes, it's true. But this is not a very steady side income. Okay, because I write for fun and I write for myself, not for others kan. So I started writing for myself actually. So benda tu tidaklah macam kita kata kita mengajar duit, kita mengajar keuntungan dan sebagainya. But you can start establishing yourself from now also as an author. Tak ada masalah. So later I go into that. Cumanya I nak cakap dengan you, with all of you yang mendengar, if you are lecturers, if you are someone yang akan menyampaikan ilmu ini kepada orang lain, or you are even the person yang memang target audience kita pada hari ini, please hear me out. Okay, you have the chances to do many kinds of language based side income. It's only up to you. You nak buat atau tidak je. Okay, but you can start now. Okay, as a student, you can start now. You can start, if you don't like doing editing, you don't like doing proofreading, you suka tengok variety show, maybe you can find some subtitling job. Okay, banyak sebenarnya because my friend also, she did subtitling job daripada masa kita orang belajar dulu. Okay, daripada kita orang masa belajar dulu memang untuk sesiapa yang tidak suka melihat dokumen, yelah when you do editing like proofreading untuk thesis ke apa kan, it will be very boring because you will have to stare kan dekat laptop dan sebagainya. But if you don't like that, you can go into subtitling. Okay, if you are lecturers, you can start maybe channeling your students towards that area sebab I know sekarang ni terlalu ramai remaja, even I also kan, terlalu ramai remaja yang suka melihat ataupun menonton variety shows daripada negara-negara luar, especially Korea. Okay, kita cakap pasal Korean K-pop. Okay, we know K-pop is the trend nowadays. Okay, so besides that, they also have like shows from America yang perlukan subtitle. Okay, so sometimes they hire part time sebab part time lagi murah lah, of course. Okay, so kalau you suka tengok show, dalam masa yang sama you nak dapatkan duit daripada you punya hobi suka tengok show tu, then you do subtitling. Okay, you find job yang memerlukan you buat subtitling yang akan bayar you like for one show, maybe like 1 hour show, you boleh dapat at least RM90. Hello, siapa nak bagi you RM90 kan untuk sejam kan? Okay, so you start doing that. Okay, memanglah dia ada test dia untuk melihat sama ada you boleh atau tidak buat benda tu. But for me, it's better for you to start somewhere now as a student daripada bila you dah habis nanti baru you nak fikir nak buat income apa tu benda tu pada saya merugikan lah. Okay, when you are already working like me, I don't actually like to buat banyak-banyak side income. Okay, plus I'm very choosy. So I only go for side income yang membuatkan hati saya tenang. Contohnya, I still do editing, but I do editing for novels. Okay, I do editing for English part in the novel. So my editor, my publisher, Intense Idea ni, this is actually, okay, I'll show you Intense Idea. Okay, this is actually a company owned by Fauzan Ashari. My boss is actually the author of Ombak Rindu. Okay, so I'm working with her now. We are very close. We are working closely as publisher, editor, and also author. Okay, she was the one yang ni lah yang sekarang ni menjadi I punya mentor in writing lah. Okay. But what I do for her company also, I'm also the English editor. Okay, because she doesn't have an editor, and then during that time she didn't have one. She didn't have an editor, and I was scrolling through my newsfeed kan, so I nampak dia punya English punya teaser tu, ada satu teaser yang dia buat mengenai salah satu novel yang dia nak publish tu, ada English punya, ada grammar mistake lah. So I being the someone yang orang kata apa, grammar Nazi kan. I was a Nazi, I was a grammar Nazi before. Tapi for this purpose I tak adalah Nazi sangat. I cuma cakap kat dia, kak ni ada salah sikit semua kan. Then dia pun tanya I, boleh tak I bagi khidmat I as an English editor. Then I say why not kan, sebab this is also my field, I don't mind. Because I like reading novels, okay, and at the same time, I can read novels without buying. I don't have to buy, okay, without buying. I don't have to buy. I get the manuscript. I edit the manuscript for the areas concerned to me, English, only the English part, and then I get to read for free. I get to do my work, and I get money. As simple as that, okay. I still do editing. Okay, so if you tanya what if I can suggest you the best side income for you as student, is not creative writing yet, okay. But I can go into that later, okay. I will tell you that later, okay. But I suggest you start doing something more professional, like editing, translation, subtitling, proofreading, and those kind of things, okay. Start doing something yang lebih professional, okay. That's my honest view. Because I'm also a lecturer here, so I have to give my most realistic view to my students also. So I'm thinking that I'm talking to my students right now. If you have students like me, if you have students like I do, okay, start telling your students to do things that will be good for their professional future, okay, not only for side income, okay. All right. Okay, so how did I start writing? Okay, of course, this all started with imaginations. Okay, tak adalah. Okay, pendek kata, kalau you tanya I kenapa I nulis, because buat berangan tu sebenarnya tak juga kan, tapi I used to be very pemendam. Okay, I'm actually still an introvert. Okay, I'm an introvert. I don't actually talk much. Nampak macam pandai, nampak macam banyak cakap kan. Memang I banyak cakap, tetapi I don't talk about things that I'm not comfortable at. Okay, and I'm not comfortable with talking to someone yang I tak kenal whatsoever. But if I talk to my students, I know them very well, so that's why I can speak very well. Okay. If you ask me kenapa I boleh cakap sekarang macam ni kan, because I feel like as if I'm talking to my students, because we also use Google Meet for our online class. So I feel like I'm talking to my students. That's why I can talk. Okay. All right. So I was not a very good speaker previously. I was not good at expressing myself. I have difficulties in expressing myself, and I always kept things to myself. Okay, that's actually my personality, okay, until now actually. But now I'm able to differentiate between lashing out and expressing my opinion. Okay, that's how I now I'm calmer, okay, because I know the difference. Okay, but during that time I don't know the difference between just expressing my opinion. I don't know the difference between lashing out. I just know that I have to round it up somewhere. I just know that I kena marah. Okay, I kena keluarkan something. I kena say something that something turns out to be very provocative to many people. Okay, so that's how I used to be. Okay, I'm very because I'm someone with very high confidence level. Okay, I'm very confident with myself. Okay, that's me. Tapi I have problem with expressing myself. Okay, so when I have and it so happen I'm also someone yang suka bahasa. Okay, from very young, I like Malay and English, even Arabic sebenarnya. Tapi Arabic I give up masa form 3 sebab macam susah sangat kan lepas tu kan. Form 3 tu okey lagi, tapi bila form 5 tu I dah give up dah sebab macam dah susah sangat Arabic tu kan, macam biarlah tak apa. Okay, okay. So I'm actually a very good author. Memang daripada sekolah pun, daripada zaman kita buat karangan-karangan pun, memang I used to write lah. Okay, I used to write very long essays whatsoever. Okay, so Alhamdulillah Allah gave me that aptitude lah. Okay, in that part I have the talent. I have the talent in writing. Okay, English or Malay memang sama, and because I love language kan. Okay, and then during my time pun, masa I tingkatan 2, I started writing in form 2. Okay, actually I started writing in macam buku latihan matematik yang petak kecil-kecil tu. Masa tu bosan-bosan kita kat asrama kan, dulu mana ada handphone, mana ada FB, mana ada all the gadgets, right, all the technology kan. So kita tak ada, we don't have that. Okay, so during that time I wrote in buku latihan. Okay, in buku latihan tu I tulis, lepas tu I bagi kawan I baca. Tulis bagi kawan I baca. So I started as that. That idea masa form 2 tu dah translated into this one. This is actually the original idea of this novel actually came from my basic idea, my original idea during my form 2 punya year lah. Okay. Masa saya tengah bosan-bosan tulis kat buku latihan tu, this is the book lah yang dah siap, originated from that idea masa I form 2. Okay, that was in 2002. Okay, now you can calculate my age kan, I dah tua lah. Okay, alright. So this is the original one. Then during when I was in form 4, I had another idea lah. So I started writing. I kept the manuscript in a diskette. Okay, tahu kan disket kan? Kita zaman-zaman kita guna disket lah. Orang lain umur kita guna disket lagi, tapi orang sekarang mungkin dah tak tahu. Kan? So sekejap ya, saya kena tengok. Okay, right, so dulu kita guna disket, sekarang ni orang dah tak guna. So I kept the idea in the disket semua. That idea dah jadi novel juga. Okay, that idea dah jadi novel juga. This is the novel. Okay, the latest one is actually my idea. The original idea was from when I was in form 4. So I form 4, I made the sketch simpan. That idea tu dah translated into this novel lah. Okay, originalnya memang daripada form 4 tu, tapi tahun 2017 baru terbit. Okay, tahun 2017 baru terbit lah. Okay. So inilah dia punya. So basically you can say that I have the flair of writing. Alhamdulillah. Okay, I can write and I have the language punya power lah sebenarnya. Okay, in writing, only in writing. Okay, so during that time I started betul-betul menulis for public to read. Okay, in 2008 sebenarnya. Okay, when masa ni lah, masa kita first year, second year UiTM degree kan, second year degree, masa saya tengah buat ni lah English for, tengah buat EPC ni kan, second year tu. Okay, because my friend, my roommate masa tu, I can mention juga lah dia, because I have to thank her. She was the, she's still alive. Okay, she's the one yang actually introduced me to this writing for public to read. Okay, I used to write, I still write, but I don't actually publish my writing in public. Sebab apa? Sebab I pun tak confident lah kan. Kita pun tak pernah, kita selama ni masa kita form 2, form 4, kita menulis dekat buku kawan-kawan baca. Lepas tu bila kita form 4, kita menulis dekat PC masa tu kan. Tapi kita tak bagi orang baca. Saya memang tak bagi orang baca yang tu. Sampailah dah jadi novel ni lah, sampai dah jadi yang ni. Okay, barulah orang baca kan. Tapi memang I was not confident about letting my manuscript to be read by public. Okay, memang tak confident. So tapi dia introduce saya, dia kata ni ayat dia masa tu kita internet pun semput-semput kan, tapi dia boleh baca website ni yang kita panggil penulisan tuju. Okay, in 2008 penulisan tuju tu macam satu benda yang sangat agah lah. Okay, all authors yang berhasil untuk menulis apa ke, kita start dengan tu. So kita orang hantar, we send out kita orang punya cerita, kita orang publish kat situ. Okay, we pick our own nama pena. So I pick an Arif. Okay, it so happen because my father is Arif. Okay, my father Nama dia Arif, so I punya nama Najah kan. I punya nama Najah, so masa I tengah tak betul, bukan tak betul lah, masa tengah budak-budak kan. Nama I panjang, it's very long kan, Khairul Najah binti Arif, panjang kan. Okay, so from that name, I main-main, I susun-susun, main tarik je semua, dapatlah nama Anarif ni masa tu, masa form 3. Masa form 3. So that Anarif tu jadi I punya first email. First email I guna Anarif terus, Anarif 88. And then masa I nak pick nama pena tu for that website tu yang I nak publish I punya cerita tu, I tak tahu nak pilih nama apa. So I kata ambil je lah, lantak lah kau kan. Ambil je Anarif ni. So kita pun ambil, so jadilah dia punya jadilah nama pena saya sampai sekarang lah Anarif. Okay, so I'm Anarif. Okay, if you ask me, I'm Anarif, I'm also Anna Hairuna, I'm also Najah. Okay, okay. Alright, dia ada tiga bahagian kat situ kat situ. Alright. Okay, and then I started sending out my cerita, okay, my cerita dekat website tu, penulisan tu itu. I didn't actually have high hopes. Okay, kita tak adalah berharap macam terus meletup ke apa ke, because during that time, okay, masih lagi terlalu ramai penulis sebenarnya yang ada kat situ. Semuanya yang macam saya lah, macam baru nak start apa semua kan. So dekat situ saya when I first send out my manuscript, I tak adalah macam berharap untuk ni ke apa ke, kerana I was actually pessimist. Okay, I was actually not confident. I think macam masa tu I fikir kan, ada ke orang baca novel lagi? Ada orang baca novel lagi masa tu kan. Sebab I used to read novels, even Fauzan Ashari punya novel kan, yelah dia punya masa tu kan meletup Ombak Rindu lah plus semua kan. Okay, I used to read novels. I read novels, tapi I don't actually read novels bila I dah masuk ke UiTM. Okay, so when I masuk UiTM, I was not aware that I was oblivious of the booming of the industry of novels tu sebenarnya. Okay, it was still booming masa tu. It was still a big deal lah. Okay, and then bila pesta buku berlangsung, terlalu ramai sangat book lovers, novel lovers yang akan menyerang pesta buku tu kerana semata-mata nak belikan novel, nak beli novel yang murah lah, promo lah dan sebagainya. Jumpa penulis lah, apalah dan sebagainya. I was oblivious to the scene. I tak tahu. I don't know about that. Okay, and then bila when I got to know that, hello, orang baca novel lagi apa semua kan. So I macam, okay, kita pun macam, mesti ada antara you all macam tu kan, mesti ada kata, ada orang baca novel lagi sekarang. Sekarang memang tak ada lah. If you ask me sekarang, no. Okay, but if you ask me about 12 years ago, yes. Okay. Masa I start tu lah, masa I started writing publicly. And then I pun started having my own blog. I started creating my own blog. I started studying about macam mana nak buat blog tu dan sebagainya. Masa I buat tu, memang kita macam nak kata tidaklah gah sangat, tetapi I learn something. Okay, I buat blog masa tu kita I used to belajar pasal instructional media kan, dengan Dr. O, okay, dengan Dr. Osman. Siapa yang ada kat sini, siapa yang kenal masih ingat dia, we used to study subjek instructional media tu dengan Dr. O. So masa tu kita ni tak adalah macam tak reti sangat masa blog ke apa ke. So thanks to his subjects, okay, thanks to that subjects yang I belajar mengenai coding dan sebagainya. So I develop my own blog. I use Blogspot. I still have that blog until now. Cuma ni blog tu kalau istilah penulis ni kita kata dah bersawang lah. Sebab dah lama tak update kan. I only update bila I ada novel baru je. Tapi I dah tak update I punya cerita-cerita apa semua kat situ. So kita orang start macam tu. Okay, that was during my time. Okay, that was during my time. Kita almost all authors yang dah sama umur dalam dunia penulisan sama dengan saya sekarang ni, semuanya bermula macam tu. Bermula daripada blog, kita belajar, kita develop blog kita develop followers, kita post kita punya, contohnya macam bab pertama, bab kedua, bab ketiga, we use blogs. Okay, during that time lah. Okay, so daripada situlah kita orang memperkenalkan diri kepada public. Okay, I introduce myself to the public using my blog and also penulisan to you. Okay, from that penulisan to you, I gather my followers dan sebagainya, tapi I tak adalah terlalu glamour sangat macam saya cakap kan, because during that time I was not as friendly as I am now. Saya tak berapa reti cakap dengan orang. Nulis je pandai. Okay. So when I about 3 years, I think 2 years juga lah, 2008, 2009 and then 2010, and I got my offer to publish my novel. Okay, sebab penulisan to you tu, the moderator during that time is actually Datuk Muzri. Dia adalah founder kepada karya seni lah. Karya seni ni sekarang yang banyak ke tengah lah, banyak ke depan. Okay, karya seni. Okay, masa tu Datuk Muzri adalah moderator of that penulisan to you. So the modus operandi yang diorang buat adalah diorang authors macam I kan, no name authors yang belum lagi ada mana-mana manuskrip, ada mana novel publish ke apa. We started there. Kita orang start dekat situ. There were many readers masa tu yang ramai. Okay, database pembaca dia sangat ramai. Okay, so daripada situ dia akan kira views tau. Dia akan tengok view count kat situ. Okay, dia akan tengok okay mana manuskrip yang mana cerita yang popular, mana cerita yang banyak pembaca, mana cerita dan sebagainya. So my stories, the first one, this one, okay, was among yang ramai pembaca. Ramai pembaca masa tu. So Kaki Novel was interested in my manuskrip masa tu. So dia orang pun, Datuk Muzi pun cakap dekat I, dia kata he was the one yang ni lah yang approach me. Dia kata okay, Kaki Novel interested nak publish novel ni, dia punya manuskrip ni. Okay, so kita pun then I took about 1 year jugalah I think untuk siapkan. Bukan berapa bulan lah masa tu kan, I tak ingat. I siapkan, I compile semua yang I dah tulis, and then I siapkan, and then I hantarlah kepada diorang. So in 2011, okay, in June 2011 I published my first novel, this one. Okay, tajuk memang tak glamour masa tu lah. Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, started macam tu. Kita bermula daripada blog. So kalau you tanya I, dulu punya cerita, yes, that was my time. Okay. Tapi kalau ada antara you punya kawan-kawan or students, or if you are English ataupun Malay lecturers even, because I write in Malay, I don't write in English. Okay. Ada orang tanya kenapa tak menulis dalam bahasa Inggeris kan, sebab you kan budak bahasa Inggeris kan, kenapa tak menulis bahasa Inggeris kan? Jawapannya suka hati saya lah. Taklah, sebenarnya jawapannya adalah kerana I'm comfortable in Malay. Okay, I'm comfortable in Malay, and by writing in Malay, I actually belajar untuk retain my Malay language and also improve my Malay language, because I am good, okay, in Malay, tetapi I don't have the desire to actually build my vocab in Malay dan sebagainya, because I am not a Malay major kan. I'm from English major, so I don't have the interest to maintain my Malay masa I belajar. So by writing in Malay, I actually have the need for me to maintain my Malay language, okay, supaya apa yang I tulis tu, contohnya all the nouns kan, all the kata nama, all the verbs, adverbs, all the terms, all the new words yang DBP setiap hari akan setiap bulan akan keluarkan. Okay, bulan perkataan baru pada bulan ini dan sebagainya. So benda-benda tu supaya it stays, I stay updated. Itu yang boleh cakap. I stay updated with Malay language because I'm a Malay author, Malay novel author. Kalau I tak menulis dalam Malay, I rasa Malay I memang jahanam, darat, teruk, memang teruk. Okay. So kita macam kata, I don't hate Malay language. I'm not confident with sometimes I'm not confident, tapi boleh lah, kita okay sebenarnya. Tapi if you ask me, if I kena edit Malay punya paper ke apa ke, I will give it to the expert lah. Tapi kalau you nak bagi pada I paper English, yes, I can do it. Okay, and if you give me translation job from English to Malay, yes, I can do it. From Malay to English, I kurang sikit confident. Okay, it's easier for me if the target language is English, sebab I punya vocab in English lebih luas. Sorry lah, saya memang betul lah itu hakikatnya, so kita kena mengaku kan. Malay ni if you ask me to translate to Malay from English to Malay, sometimes I have the difficulties to do that. Okay, I even have the difficulties now. Cumanya, I still want to learn. Okay, I have the desire to learn. Okay, because first of all, I'm a Malay person kan. I'm a Malay. So I'm a Malay, so I need to know my Malay. Betul tak? So besides knowing my Malay, I also have my novels to write. So I need to keep up with the Malay language juga. So this is one good thing that for me, my novel give to me. My creative writing give to me. Okay, sebab kalau tak, I tak tahulah apa jadi dengan Malay I. Okay, itu yang saya cakap lah. Alright, so that's me. Okay, that's me. But I'm giving you the scenario of people nowadays. Okay, kalau lah katakan you have students yang memang betul-betul berminat dengan creative writing. Okay, berminat dengan creative writing. Maybe dia ada tulis fan fiction. Maybe dia ada menulis cerita-cerita pendek di Wattpad. Maybe dia ada menulis monolog, apa-apalah yang berkaitan dengan creative writing ke apa ke. You can actually direct that students ataupun your friends tu kepada benda yang boleh mendatangkan income kepada dia dengan dia punya hobi tu. Okay, make your hobby your income generating punya make your hobby income generating lah, kan? Betul tak? Kalau tak you rugi lah, because this is my hobby. I write as I have to use past tense sebab the scenario has changed. Okay, I wrote. Okay, I started writing as a hobby and also as a mean for me to express myself. But nowadays it is not that case lah. Sebab apa? Sebab nowadays I'm able to express myself. I don't have that pent up emotion anymore. I don't have that pent up feelings anymore. So I can express myself very well lah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So that's why my manuscript yang latest pun dah dari 17 kerana after this one I feel that I have accomplished the things that I want to accomplish in my writing. Okay. That's why my goal has changed. Okay. My goal in writing has changed. That's why I punya ni slow sikit, motivation dah slow sikit. Okay, after 6 novels kan dah slow lah. Okay. Tapi if you ask me, kalau ada orang yang menulis kerana dia minat, kalau dia memang menulis kerana dia macam saya, okay, meaning that you want to express yourself, okay, in any kind of language lah yang you comfortable, you direct yourself kepada benda-benda macam ni, okay. Sebab apa, rugilah. Okay, you have the, macam kata kita ada kebolehan. Okay, if you write something and you get reaction daripada contohnya FB ke apa ke kan. Kalau you tulis je, buat monolog je orang suka, buat ni je orang suka. So maksudnya you ada that flair of writing lah. Okay, sekarang ni it's easy for you to test that. Okay, you ada FB. During my time, we don't have that. Kita, the only way yang orang pergi adalah present to you tu adalah dengan blog dengan my blog. Okay. So, benda tu, saya kata, boleh buat. Okay. Kalau sekarang ni, kalau you tanya saya, macam mana caranya untuk orang yang berminat untuk menjadi penulis kreatif macam saya, tapi masih lagi student, you boleh try, okay, you boleh try terlalu banyak sebenarnya penerbit yang mencari penulis, okay. Macam penerbit saya ni, okay. Okay, kalau you tanya saya, okay, saya dah, I'm actually in my 30s lah. Kalau you tahu kan, saya start bila, saya dah umur 30-an dah, okay. Okay. This novel actually adalah fantasy, light novel lah, okay, kita panggil novel ringan. Fantasy, temanya fantasy, okay. Nak cerita pun macam saya harap tidak memberi salah faham kepada orang yang mendengar ya. Because this is actually creative writing kan. Okay, this publisher sebenarnya Gempak ni, Kadogawa Gempak Stars ni, okay, macam mana saya, kalau you all yang pernah dengar, kalau you ada, kalau sesiapa yang kat sini sama ada dia ada kawan yang membaca ataupun dia ada anak-anak yang suka membaca ke apa ke, Gempak tu sebenarnya adalah publisher kepada komik dan sebagainya, kita pun tahu kan. Okay, tetapi Gempak ni dia dah nampak satu area di mana dia ada target audience dia adalah remaja-remaja yang nak membaca novel tapi novel yang tidak terlalu tebal. Macam ni nampak ni beza kan, dia tak ada tebal tengok macam ni. Macam ni kan, ni tebal kan beza kan. So target dia adalah teenagers. So untuk budak-budak yang umur macam pelajar-pelajar kita sebenarnya, pelajar saya, pelajar you all kan, dia sebenarnya bersesuaian untuk jadi penulis kepada diorang ni. Bukan saya. Tapi saya jadi penulis dia juga. Masa saya jadi penulis ni, saya umur berapa? 28 macam tu. Tahun 2016. Okay, 28 lah. Okay. Tapi idea yang saya dapat untuk novel ni bukanlah daripada saya. Sebab saya ada kawan saya yang masuk keberangan bab-bab fantasi ni. Dia yang bagi idea tu. Tapi yang menulis saya lah. So royalty dia adalah sebuah novel ni lah. Okay. So diorang ni, kalau you nak kata pada saya macam mana caranya saya nak jadi penulis kepada diorang ni contohnya. Okay. You hantar je dekat dia punya website kan, dekat dia punya website ke, dekat dia punya page FB ke apa ke. You cari je Magic Bean, like novel ni, siri novel ringan Magic Bean ni. Pergi kat dia punya message tu, you message je kat situ kata saya nak cuba menjadi penulis gempak contohnya. Okay. Alright, saya nak cuba menjadi penulis gempak contohnya. So you pun cakap lah, saya ada idea apa-apa contoh lah. Okay, so tengok lah kalau dia interested, dia memang akan contact sebab they are looking for authors. Okay, so benda tu pada saya, kalau you tanya saya lah kan, cara untuk you jadi penerbit, penulis, okay, you boleh start, kalau you nak start dengan ni, boleh start dengan ni. Tetapi cara yang paling mudah sekarang ni, yang you tak perlu contact sesiapa, yang tak perlu untuk you bersusah payah nak buat cerita lah apa semua, you just want to start writing. Okay, what if you just want to start writing, you don't want to talk about publishers, you don't want to talk about the cost lah dan sebagainya dan the publishing process dan sebagainya kan. You just go to Wattpad. Wattpad, WATTPAD. I believe most of you yang tech savvy ataupun yang terlibat dengan anak-anak remaja ke apa kan, I believe you know what Wattpad is. Okay, Wattpad is actually the medium yang orang gunakan dulu. Macam dulu kita orang guna website dan kita orang guna blog, but nowadays Wattpad is the medium yang orang gunakan satu dunia. Is used globally to just write. You nak menulis, you just want to write, you write. Okay. And the good thing about Wattpad is you can be anonymous, meaning that people don't know you. Okay, you can be like me, but you can have pen name yang completely tak berkaitan dengan you, and you can still make money. Okay, sebab Wattpad sekarang ni dia ada function di mana you can make money, you can monetize your writing. But I'm not into that, so I don't really know dia punya proses dan sebagainya. But I see. Because I have also my Wattpad account. Okay, I ada Wattpad account juga. I punya account tu tidaklah terlalu sebab bila I ada novel baru, I publish lah dia punya berapa bab untuk bagi orang baca dulu. Lepas tu kalau orang berminat, orang akan beli daripada kita. Tetapi ada penulis-penulis yang memang fokus, memang menulis dalam Wattpad sahaja. Maksudnya dia macam saya masa menulis dekat blog dulu lah. Beza ni masa I menulis dekat blog dulu, I don't monetize my writing. Okay, I just give it for free reading. Okay, tapi for Wattpad, dekat Wattpad tu you boleh gunakan you punya writing tu to make money for you. Okay, so something yang menguntungkan lah untuk you. And even better, you can be anonymous. Kalau you kata, tak nak lah lecturer tahu, tak nak lah mak ayah tahu, tak nak lah adik-adik tahu, kau tulislah dengan nama pena yang orang tak kenal. But there is the tricky part. One tricky part about that is if you use nama yang tak dikenali, please keep your writing still. Please keep it clean. Clean tu maksudnya clean from profanity, from sin-sin yang tidak berapa sesuai kan. Sebab apa? Sebab kalau benda tu kantoi, you malulah. Itu je sebenarnya, tak ada apa pun. Okay, tapi if you have the ability to imagine things and also write things, tapi benda tu tidak melambangkan diri you. Ada orang macam tu. Bila dia tulis something, contoh macam saya pun sebenarnya kan. Saya tulis cerita ni, orang kata, kau tulis macam tu kan. Macam tak percaya kan, tapi yelah saya tulis ni. Kelakar sebab dia cerita fantasi. Dia tukar badan. So, saya malu sikit nak cerita pasal yang ni. Sebab dia macam very macam fantasi kan. Fantasi kan benda tak mungkin kan. Tapi I was able to dia pasal benda ni semacam kelakar sikit. Okay, dia bertukar badan. Okay, idea asalnya daripada kawan saya itulah. Okay. Perempuan dengan lelaki ni bertukar badan, and then when they meet again, dah umur, masa dia bertukar badan tu umur 12 tahun something, and then bila dia berjumpa balik umur 17 something. So benda dah ada few things yang berubah lah dekat situ. Okay, that's the story lah sebenarnya basically. And there is also the big lesson. Actually the big lesson, kenapa tajuk dia macam ni, jom kita cari bahagia kita, kerana sometimes we fantasize our life in other people's shoes. Maksudnya kita melihat hidup orang, kita nak hidup orang tu jadi milik kita. Okay, sometimes, okay, tipulah kalau tak ada orang yang pernah, kalau tak ada orang yang tak pernah langsung fikir macam tu. Mesti there is this one moment yang you rasa macam, boleh tak aku nak jadi kau, boleh tak aku nak hidup macam kau, boleh tak aku nak jadi orang tu, nak jadi orang ni kan. There must be that one moment yang you rasa best ni hidup orang tu. Okay. That's why this novel is actually memang light, memang cara penyampaian dia memang light apa semua, tetapi fantasy tu memang dia fantasy, tetapi the big message here is that you have to be happy with what you have and with your own life. You have to make and create your life. Bukannya you fantasize pasal nak hidup orang lain, nak jalin hidup orang lain. That is very wrong, kan? That's why the title is Jom Kita Cari Bahagia Kita. Meaning that you as the real you have to find your own happiness. Okay, this is the big message. Okay, that's why kalau orang tanya saya, kalau kata kenapa buat cerita macam ni, kerana benda ni takkan berlaku. Okay, kerana cerita ni takkan berlaku dalam kehidupan yang sebenar, kerana we can never have the opportunity or the chance to live other people's life. No. Okay, so this is a big message for everyone yang rasa nak hidup orang lain. Tak boleh. You cannot have that. Okay, you have to be happy with your own skin lah. Kan? Betul tak? Okay. So this is actually the ni lah. So dekat Wattpad tu, basically itulah. But if you want to be someone else in creative writing, yes you can if you ask me. Okay, macam mana saya membina personality yang lain kat sini. Okay, tetapi saya tidaklah kata, saya tak mengaku diri saya mengaku je, Ana Harina ni saya. Okay. Saya tidaklah menulis secara anonymous, tapi untuk orang yang tidak rasa comfortable dengan dia punya own skin, is very recommended for you if you have the flair of writing but you are not comfortable of people knowing that is you. Okay, sometimes kita ada deepest desire kan. Okay, when I first started writing this kan, saya pun rasa macam nanti orang tahulah ni aku macam tu kan. I have that feeling. Okay, but over time benda tu saya belajar untuk asingkan. Maksudnya my character is in this book. This is me. Okay, this is me. This doesn't reflect me. This is just my writing. But what it reflects is not me, but my vision or maybe some of my interest in life. Yes, that will be reflected. That is reflected in this novel. Okay, but this the characteristics doesn't reflect me. Okay, I'm not this person. I'm not this perempuan Teja ni. Okay, I'm not this lady lah. Okay, sebab masa memula saya menulis ni many people said that perempuan ni saya. Perempuan dalam novel ni saya. Tetapi my last novel benda tu dah berubah. Meaning that I have changed lah. Okay. So if you want to be another person in the creative writing, you can. Okay. If you don't want people to know you, you can do that. You can have that. Okay. Tapi tidak berarti you are living a double life. No, doesn't mean that. But it means that you have another way to express yourself, and at the same time you can maintain your real self. Okay, you can maintain your sanity. Okay, tapi cerita yang you tulis janganlah terlalu melampau sangat, macam kau punya macam kita terlalu berharap sangat dengan benda yang tidak pasti ke apa kan. Tapi it's a creative writing kan, kita tak boleh nak cakap. Okay, but what I can tell you is that if you have students or someone in your life or friends yang berminat dengan benda-benda macam ni kan, yang berminat dengan creative writing but dia takut untuk menunjukkan diri dia yang macam tu, channel them to Wattpad. Okay, but channel them with caution. Maksudnya you have to caution them. Okay, if you do this, this is what will happen. Okay, so stay true to your agama, stay true to yourself. Okay, if you want to explore things in writing, yes, you can. You can do that. Explore yourself, explore the world, be the person in that writing, but do not let that be you. Okay, jangan biarkan benda tu menjadi diri you. Okay, you can have that character buat benda yang sangat teruk, tetapi that doesn't mean that you yang akan buat benda tu, betul tak? This is just your character. Okay, apa yang character you buat tidak berarti you yang akan buat benda tu. Tapi you have to keep your writing. Some people say, okay, this is what for me, okay. Some people say, tulislah benda yang baik-baik, semoga benda tu kan akan bawa kita kepada akhirat. Yes, I know, benda tu betul, saya cakap betul, memang saya setuju. Tapi in creative writing, you have to remember, sometimes benda tu tak ada limit. Okay. But if you are able to write something yang beri pengajaran kepada orang, no matter how bad benda tu, but in the end, if you have the lesson, if you think the lesson reach people punya deep nature kan, for me it doesn't matter. Okay, so you write, just write. Kalau you ada orang yang memang ada kemampuan untuk menulis ni, biar dia explore diri dia. If you have children, because I don't have children, okay, but if you have children yang you rasa ada flair of writing, yang you rasa macam boleh express diri dia, boleh can write very well, can express dia punya diri dengan penulisan dan sebagainya, channel them towards that. Okay, channel them towards Wattpad ke apa ke. You don't need to have publishers, you can still monetize your writing. Dia ada function dia kat situ. Sorry, saya tak boleh nak tunjuk sebab saya tak pernah guna. Because I don't need to monetize my writing. I already have my 5 novels published kan. So I don't need to monetize that anymore. Tapi you can do that lah. Kalau you kata you nak menerbitkan, you nak monetize your writing, your creative writing without involving publishers, editors, all the whole circle of publishing a book lah. Okay. Macam saya, kalau memang saya nak menerbitkan satu novel ni, it will involve my boss, okay, Fauzia Anshari. Okay, my boss tu akan, inilah dia yang akan jadi editor juga. And then ada pencetak, ada dan sebagainya. Semua tu ada kos-kos dia lah. Okay. Semua tu adalah kos dan penerbitannya adalah something yang besar. Okay. Due to that, many people nowadays turn to e-book. Okay. Siapa yang tak nak monetize dia punya writing through Wattpad, maksudnya macam pada dia benda tu still macam malas lah, menyampah lah semua kan. That it's okay, no problem. Okay. You can still monetize your writing by promoting, by selling ebook lah. Okay, you can still buat you punya novel tu dalam bentuk ebook, and then you can still boleh jual benda tu. Okay, tetapi there is something yang you need to know. Okay, when you become an author, okay, walaupun you jual ebook je, okay, walaupun you jual ebook je, macam my friends, they have my friends ramai yang dulunya menerbitkan novel macam ni, macam this real books lah, physical books, okay, but this past 3 to 4 years, okay, industri buku sangat menurun lah, okay. This is a big problem sebenarnya kepada kita orang. Okay, even my cetakan novel pun, the number of novels printed pun for each of these kan memang dah berbeza. Okay, for example, this one like 10,000, this one 11,000, this one 10,000. This one I don't remember. Maybe like 5,000. I think this one 5,000, this one 4,000, and this one 2,500 only copies. Okay, sebab memang industri buku sangat merudum sekarang ni. So it's not a lucrative punya step lah untuk you cetak banyak. Okay, it's not good for you. It's not going to be good for you. So that's why my boss, Fauzia Anshari, knowing that, she took the step of not publishing, not printing more than she estimate can sell lah, more than she estimated can sell. Okay, so we only publish like 2,500 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, because I don't remember anymore. It's like 2 years ago. Right. But many of my friends are going into ebook publishing. Okay, so ebook you don't have cost. Same like Wattpad. But Wattpad you are publishing that through a platform. Okay, and then you have the app, and then you can monetize that writing and using Wattpad. But if you use ebook, you have to have your own platform to promote that. That's the problem. Okay. Like my friends, my author friends, okay, I have many friends yang memang dah daripada dulu, daripada 2008, 2009 memang dah kenal saya, dah 10 tahun kita orang berkenalan, berkawan dan sebagainya dalam dunia penulisan ni. Okay. They already have their own fan base. Followers dia dah ada dah followers dia. So if they want to sell ebook, it will sell. Tak kisahlah berapa pun, like 100 ke kan, dia tetap boleh jual benda tu, 200, 300, sometimes dia buat ebook ni sampai mula-mula tu banyak sangat orang nak tengok, orang nak baca ebook tu, lepas tu dah print juga. Contoh macam tu kan. Okay, so last dia print juga. So benda tu sangat menguntungkan lah sebenarnya. Tapi kerana dia dah ada follower dia. So if you are only starting, I don't advise you terus buat ebook you lah, okay. You first have to gather your followers lah. So how do you gather your followers? You go into Wattpad. Senang je. Okay, nowadays kalau you go into blog ke apa ke, benda tu dah tak jalan sangat. Okay, so nowadays for new authors yang booming, yang baru nak bloom kan. Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you Amira Syafiqah for that question. Later I will answer you. Okay. So if you want to start writing, if you want to start gathering your followers, you don't go into blogs anymore. Nowadays you go into Wattpad. Go into Wattpad, use your Facebook, create another Facebook with your pen name, and then start going into groups, pages yang berkaitan dengan dunia penulisan. Okay. In FB terlalu banyak circle, terlalu besar circle penulisan tu. Penerbit, penulis, pembaca, dropshipper, agent dan sebagainya. Terlalu luas. Okay. Being in that circle memang membantu saya lah sebenarnya. Okay. Tapi especially untuk siapa yang nak menerbitkan sendirilah, yang buat ebook, yang buat yang terbit novel tanpa yang buat company sendirilah, yang self publish, kita panggil self publish. Okay, so itu dia punya ni lah, dia punya jalannya sekarang. If you ask me whether kalau you tak nak ada cost, you don't want to incur any cost, you go into Wattpad. Okay, if you want to build up your followers, you go into Wattpad. At the same time, you build up your followers, you gather your followers di Facebook. It's easier for you. Okay, then bila you dah agak-agak macam banyak sangat ke apa, barulah you start selling. Okay, you start selling your ebook ke apa ke. Tapi in Wattpad pun kalau you dah ada follower yang ramai, you boleh monetize lah. Doesn't matter. Kalau people want to read kan, kalau dia bayar setakat RM1, RM2 kan, dia baca juga. So kalau katakan satu, because I don't know how, I don't exactly know the way for you to monetize your writing in Wattpad. Cuma I nampak kalau orang nak baca tu, kalau you turn on benda tu, nak baca dia kena bayar, something like that. Okay, so benda tu boleh lah kita guna, betul tak? Tidak susah. Okay, so kalau you adalah student, okay, I'm ending my sharing session sebab I nak jawab soalan tadi kan. Okay, if you ask me, if you are currently a language student, okay, tak kira lah bahasa apa pun, Malay ke, BM ke, in Wattpad tu bahasa apa pun jalan, bahasa Arab pun jalan. Kalau ada orang faham kau, tulis lah. Okay, itu bahasa kasar saya dengan student saya lah. Kalau ada orang faham kau, tulis lah. Tak ada masalah pun. Okay, so it's okay, it doesn't matter. Start. Okay, you start somewhere. You start from now. You start gathering your followers dalam Wattpad ke Facebook ke. It doesn't cost you anything except for your time. Okay, and it will also help you to develop your social skill. Saya belajar, kalau orang kata social media tu adalah something yang tak bagus untuk you punya communication skill. For me, it's the other way around. Okay, I learn how to socialize using Facebook. And then from Facebook, I transfer that skill to my real life. That is actually what happened to me. Okay, Sebab daripada Facebook tu, I learn to mingle, I learn to talk to people, I learn to blend, I learn to not be that awkward, I learn to socialize betul-betul with the correct skills whatsoever, blah 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 blah. And then I transfer that skill into the real life lah. Okay, that's how I become the Najah that is standing in front of you today. Okay, betul. Daripada Anarif, I jadi Najah balik. Najah pergi Anarif, Anarif pergi Najah balik. Okay, that's how. Okay, that's how I grow sebenarnya. Okay, so I'm thankful to my creative writing because I bercakap pasal duit kan. Kalau you cakap pasal duit dengan saya tak jalan. Sebab duit pada saya is important, but duit for me is not that important. Kalau tak happy. So right now I'm happy. Walaupun novel I tidaklah terjual berpuluh-puluh ribu, tetapi I'm happy. Okay, that's what's important to me lah. Macam tajuk novel ni kan, jom kita cari bahagia kita. Don't focus on others punya ni, kita fokus on kita punya life. Okay, so now we go into the Q&A session. Okay, Amira Syafika Zainuddin, Assalamualaikum, I used to read your book entitled since secondary school. Okay, I can imagine memang one of your favorite novels. Okay, thank you Amira Syafika, Alhamdulillah. Sebenarnya memang ramai orang yang kenal saya, yang kenal saya dulu daripada anak ni, anak kejuanya sampai dulu Marjani yang tak tahu saya masih menulis. Kerana masa zaman-zaman tu dia orang membaca novel, tapi lepas tu dia orang tak baca dah. Itu biasa. Okay, sebab novel saya ni melalui fasa-fasa yang besar lah juga kan, daripada 2011, 2013, and then this one 2016, and then this one 2017. So ada dua fasa lah. So fasa pertama yang ni, dua ni. Okay. So my question is, what is the most interesting things that you have experienced as a writer? Thank you. If you ask me the most interesting thing, as a writer, as an author, I get to know many people, many kind of people, and I get to go into area yang saya tak jangka saya akan pergi lah. Contohnya macam saya pernah join Popular punya dinner, Popular Fest punya dinner, kerana masa tu bos saya yang ni, Fauzan Syari ni dia dekat Johor. Okay, intern saja ni dekat Johor, base dia. Dia dapat jemputan untuk Popular Book Fest tapi dia tak dapat nak attend. So dia wakilkan saya kerana saya berada kat sini sebab saya pun editor dia kan. Saya editor English dia, so dia wakilkan saya. So I pergi situ and then I got to know about this company. So kalau ditanya saya interesting things yang saya alami sepanjang saya bergelar penulis ni adalah the unexpected things yang saya dapat. Okay, contohnya macam the knowledge from this company, cara menulis yang berbeza-beza. Dia tak sama dengan cara penulisan untuk novel ni. Dia lain, okay. So apa yang saya dapat memang the different kind of experience yang membuatkan saya lebih macam kata lebih knowledgeable, yang give me chances to be more knowledgeable in that area. And then I got to know about most important things lah pada saya sebagai penulis ni, saya belajar membina dan mengenal diri lah sebenarnya. Okay, because benda ni interrelated, macam saya punya real life dengan saya punya novel ni semua kan. Tapi what I learn from my novel is that I have accomplished something about myself. I sometimes kita tak tahu apa yang ada dalam diri kita dulu tak. Tapi by writing my novels kan, especially by when I complete this one, I learn something about myself. Barulah saya tahu rupanya saya ni pemendam yang teruk lah. Okay, sampai keluar 6 novel baru habis pendam. Dia macam tu lah ceritanya, lebih kurang macam tu. Maksudnya I got to know about myself, I got to learn about myself. Okay, I got to study myself more. Okay, and I got to change myself for the better. Okay, from this world of writing lah. Okay, itu yang pada saya sangat-sangat besar dan sangat-sangat ni pada saya. Kalau kata menarik itu tidaklah, tapi sangat-sangat terkesan lah. Okay, ini yang sangat-sangat terkesan. And I got to know good people. My boss, Fauzan Syari, she's a very good person. Dan dia adalah seorang yang sangat-sangat saya respect dan mentor saya yang sangat saya hargai juga lah. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Amira Shafika, and I hope that you are heading towards the direction that you want in life. Okay. All right. Questions from Puan Mazura Lin. Companies that we could approach with our writings, examples and how to approach them. Then talk about writings. Okay. All right. For the first question, companies that we could approach with our writings. This one actually dia agak tenat. So if you are asking from Puan Muna, okay, from Cik Azad atau Puan Muna, or even from Cik Elias, you can get the personal number. You can ask me directly there. Okay, sebab publishers ni terlalu banyak. If I want to talk about it now, I will miss my class at 2 PM. Memang banyak. Okay, dan banyak sebab setiap publisher tu ada niche dia sendiri, ada dia punya apa area yang dia suka. Ada area yang dia memang fokus on. So memang susah untuk I jawab soalan tu. Terlalu banyak companies if you ask me. Okay. So I hope if you are really interested about that, you boleh cakap, you boleh get my personal number daripada Encik Elias lah. Tapi macam saya cakap tadi, if you only want to just monetize your writing, you tak nak terlibat dengan mana-mana publisher, I suggest you do it that way. Sebabnya publisher sekarang sangat picky and I cannot bagi you jaminan yang you akan dapat terus terbit dan sebagainya. Okay. That's why it's very hard for me to answer that question. Alright, next question, length of writings. Okay, this one also, actually it depends on the author. Okay, publisher kadang-kadang dia set, contohnya macam ini, masa saya menulis ni, okay, gempak publication ni dia sangat strict lah. Dia ada dia punya set of ni yang kita perlu follow, set of rules macam mana cara hantar manuskrip dan sebagainya. Tapi me being someone yang dah biasa dengan cara penulisan yang ni asal dah siap je saya hantar. Yang ini dia ada stages dia. Tetapi sebabkan saya dah biasa dengan cara penulisan yang ni, saya cakap dekat editor yang ni, saya kata saya tak boleh follow you. Saya terpaksa juga hantar bila dah siap. Saya tak boleh hantar sikit-sikit, saya cakap dia macam tu. So bila saya dah siap, saya hantar pada dia. Okay, dia asalnya dia kata 45 ke 50 ribu patah perkataan. That is the guideline. Tetapi, kenapa dia bagi guideline macam tu? Kerana, bila tak okay, dia boleh potong. Kalau you buat sikit, contohnya macam you buat 35 ribu kan. Tapi benda tu banyak tak okay. So bila potong apa yang tinggal? Tak jadi novel lah. Jadi cerpen lah kan. Okay. That's why you kena follow dia punya guideline lah. Kalau dia kata macam ni, dia memang kata 40 ribu sekurang-kurangnya. Tapi sebenarnya masa saya hantar ni 38 ribu je. Tapi diorang terima lah kerana apa? Kerana semuanya boleh dipakai. Okay, because masa saya buat ni, saya dah ada pengalaman 4 novel. So Alhamdulillah lah. So it was not that hard for me. Okay, tapi untuk diorang untuk orang-orang yang baru memang kena ada strictly kena follow guideline tu lah. Itu je. Okay. Untuk yang ni, sebenarnya kalau tanya publisher sekarang, kalau tanya Puan Fauziah Ansyari tu, dia memang cakap kat saya, kau jangan lebih dari 70 ribu. 70 ribu patah perkataan dia kata kat saya, okay? Okay, my novel yang ni, this one 100 ribu patah perkataan. This one also a little bit more than that because this is thicker. You can see that it's thicker. Nampak beza kan? This one is very thick, okay? This one maybe like 1.2, 120k rasanya ke 110, okay? Yang ni pun sama, 100, my average is 100,000 patah perkataan. Tapi masa I menulis, I tak limit. We cannot limit that sebab benda tu creative writing kan. Bila macam you nulis, you just tulis kan. Tiba-tiba macam dah keluar macam ni, dah keluar 100 ribu patah perkataan. Kita nak buat apa kan? Okay? Tapi bila sampai ke editor akan tengok lah mana yang bersesuaian dan sebagainya. So kalau perlu tolak, kalau perlu potong, dia akan potong. Yang ni pun 100 ribu juga. Saya memang tak boleh pergi bawah dari 100 ribu. Saya tak tahulah kenapa, tapi saya tak boleh pergi sebawah 100 ribu. Tapi manuskrip yang sebenarnya saya tengah menulis 3 manuskrip. Okay, 4 sebenarnya kalau campur dengan yang ni punya. Okay, 4. Tetapi 4-4 tu sekarang sangkut. Sebabnya I am too preoccupied dengan I punya kerja sekarang. Sangat-sangat busy. Dan bila balik rumah dah penat, dah tak boleh nak fikir dah. Basically I tak berangan dah sekarang, tak berangan sangat. Macam I cakap lah, when I was able to complete all this adalah kerana saya adalah seorang yang tidak express diri saya. So I was able to write this much. Tapi sekarang I am actually expressing myself every time, every day. So I'm able to not pendam anything anymore. I don't have any pent up frustration whatsoever. So benda tu dah tak jadi motivation saya untuk menulis yang asal ni, dah tak ada. So I'm finding my new motivation now. So basically now I'm writing because I like it. Macam dulu memang I suka juga, tapi kerana lebih kepada nak meluahkan. Sekarang ni tidak. Okay. So memang I pergi kepada I nulis kerana I suka lah. Okay. So kalau you tanya, penerbit ada limit, tetapi penulis tidak boleh limit diri kita. Okay, kerana when you limit yourself, you will limit your imagination, you will limit your writing, you will limit your ability to explore the things more. Okay, sama macam buat karangan lah kan. Kalau karangan tu ada limit, you akan jadi sempit otak you. So tak boleh. Okay. Tapi kadang-kadang perlu ada. Tapi for me, kalau you tulis, tak boleh lah. Alright. If there is no more question from the floor, is there anything else, Encik Elias, that you think I should,
Okay, thank you so much, Cik Najah.
Thank you.
Alright, okay. Saya rasa soalan yang saya dapat yang itu je lah. Kalau yang lain ada soalan ke, boleh nak tanya ke kalau ada. Kalau tak ada, saya rasa session kita setakat itu sahaja. Saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cik Najah yang juga merupakan alumni kepada Akademi Pengajian Bahasa. Banyak juga novel yang dah ditulis. Saya harap sesi kita ni memberikan manfaat kepada pensyarah. Mungkin ada juga di antara kalangan kita pensyarah yang berminat dengan penulisan kreatif. Mungkin dia nak tulis novel ke, cerpen dan sebagainya kan. And also pelajar-pelajar kita pun ada juga yang join 1-2. Mungkin boleh orang kata got inspired by lah dengan your creative writings and whatnot lah. Alright, so terima kasih banyak. Terima kasih banyak Cik Najah. Saya rasa setakat ini sahaja. Session kita ni recording. Kita record lah, nanti saya akan uploadkan di YouTube. Also saya minta maaf sangat sebab asalnya memang kita nak buat FB live, tapi hari ni lagging dia memang sangat teruk. Saya dah minta bantuan technician pun, memang itulah dia punya cerita dia macam-macam tadi. Memang we are not sure whether it's on FB site ke ataupun our very own intranet ke dan sebagainya lah. Jadi itu yang kita tak dapat nak broadcast tadi dekat FB page APB lah. Tapi session ni kita dah pun recordkan dan insyaAllah saya akan uploadkan di YouTube dan saya akan share nanti link dia. Okay, terima kasih sangat banyak-banyak Cik Najah.
Thank you Ustaz Encik Elias untuk peluang juga. Saya sebenarnya tak pernah share pasal benda ni pun. So thank you. Thank you for your effort lah. Okay, I hope that this is a fruitful session to everyone lah. Okay, thank you juga sangat.
Okay, terima kasih banyak. Terima kasih kembali. Dan juga terima kasih kepada semua yang sudi join hari ini. Terima kasih banyak. Okay. Alright. Itu saja. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.